In Consumer Watch, sneaker culture is dominating street fashion, and one app is jumping on the latest push to buy kicks online. StockX not only allows users to buy, sell, and bid on highly coveted sneakers, it also allows them to follow sneaker collections like stock portfolios. The platform also enables sports shoe enthusiasts to track the sales of sneakers and the highest price at which they sold, just like the stock market. So CNET senior producer Dan Patterson is here to give us some insight on this sneakerhead culture. You are not exactly a sneakerhead, but you are a tech head, so you can help us with this, right?
They are analogous.
Right. So we're not talking about your Skechers, though they may be quite valuable to you. They are not valuable on this stock exchange. We're talking about, I had to look this up, a Nike Mag limited edition with the plutonium case kind of stuff.
Plutonium?
Yes, that's
amazing.
10 grand. 10 grand for sneakers, Dan. Explain this to us.
So, you know, I'm not a sneakerhead in part because I haven't had the information I've needed to buy in appropriately.
Right.
And now with this app, I might be able to do this. So, sneakers are almost as opaque as they are hot. So, everyone knows that sneakerheads are a thing and that these shoes are amazing, but it's really hard to see historical prices, to track the types of buyers, who is selling what and on what platforms. So hopefully this app, or at least what it purports to do, is bring a little leverage back to consumers and help them play the market as much as the market is playing them right now.
Very interesting, because I imagine there are probably websites that are dedicated to the prices of sneakers and the obsession over sneakers and sort of keeps track of this sort of stuff, but this is different.
Yeah.
I guess it puts the power more in the buyer's hands. Is that what I'm hearing you say?
Yeah. So this is something that allows you to have information. Again, using this metaphor of the stock exchange, it gives you the same or very similar type of information that you would have if you were buying a stock. So a stock might go public and have a track record, right? You can see its performance and you can see other investors' analysis of it. That's really important so that you can see what other experts think and feel about this, about your stock product. Same thing with sneakers. You want to see maybe not what other investors think and feel, but what are other analysts, what other experts, and maybe what other consumers think and feel about this.
So I get that. People love their sneakers, some people love wine, some people love, I don't know, rare art, and who's to say what art is worth. But $1 billion here, this is a $1 billion platform in just over 3 years. Why are people drawn to this app?
Here's why. The world is full of more than just sneakers. I know, that's crazy. But so what this app wants to do is become like a stock market for things. And that's incredibly important, right? So all of us have bought something or at least checked out eBay, Craigslist maybe. And that's a world that, again, has a lot of opacity when it comes to what products are for sale, how much, and the history of those. So sneakers is a way for StockX to get into this market. But I don't think they're going to stop there. In fact, the $1 billion valuation, again, let's remember, valuation is not the same thing as revenue, but a $1 billion valuation comes likely from, hey, look, we can we can apply similar technology to all kinds of other things that consumers buy and sell, and then you can have the same type of information about almost any item, any object in the world.
That's so interesting. So like I said, we could see something very similar for wine, say.
Absolutely. Wine or almost any type of collectible.
Right. But of course, when you have technology, you have people working very diligently to game the system, and there's already an issue with bots.
Oh, there has been an issue with bots and sneakers for almost as long as there has been sneakers.
Are these bots that just sort of wait and to bid on, I don't know, like the next best thing or the next big thing?
Yeah. So speaking of all the things that are bought and sold, tickets, right? Airline tickets, sporting events, concerts, those tickets are bought and sold. Bots have been primed for those commodities for a long time. The same types of bots were customized for sneakers about 3 years ago. We first heard about the sophistication of them at least 3 years ago, but we saw them really amp up the, we're all familiar with arbitrage arbitrage, buying low, selling high, repackaging an item and reselling it. So these bots will automate that process, which makes sneaker buying and selling something that is in the hands of technologists, hackers, and people who can see the value of this market but might want to game it.
And do those bots run the risk of driving the prices artificially up?
Or down, depending on what you are buying and selling. But have no fear, Anne-Marie, because the last time I checked, you could buy bots for pretty cheap as well, and there's actually a market for bots. So, you know, if you're into sneakers, you might also be into bots. That sounds like a recommendation engine.
You know what? I'm going to stick to my Keds. No one seems to be competing for them, and I just buy them on Amazon on rotation. Dan Patterson, thank you very much.
Good to see you.